Welcome to the video series ABC of WebdriverIO by 17september.net. If you are new here, consider subscribing so that you get notified of all the new videos that I release. In today's video, we'll take a look at what is WebdriverIO. WebdriverIO is a front-end automation tool that is based on JavaScript, and it helps us automate a web application as well as a mobile application, which is both hybrid as well as native. And also it helps us automate desktop based applications which is based on JavaScript. Now let's talk about the protocols supported by WebdriverIO. WebdriverIO supports two different protocols. One is the Chrome DevTools protocol and the other one is the WebDriver W3C protocol. In Chrome DevTools protocol, as you can see, there is no need for drivers, whereas in WebDriver we need those drivers to be present for the communication to happen. Chrome DevTools protocols is based on the Puppeteer library, which is the underlying library that helps WebdriverIO communicate through the browser APIs, which is relatively faster when you compare it with the WebDriver W3C protocols. WebdriverIO is one of those automation tools which helps us leverage the facilities provided by both the protocols, which gives us a unique advantage in terms of what we want to automate. Let's now talk about the browser supported by WebdriverIO. WebdriverIO supports all the major browsers that is available in the market, such as Chrome, Firefox, Safari, Internet Explorer, and Edge. However, the functionalities which is related to Chrome DevTools protocol will be used only on Chrome browser as of now. Let's now talk about the frameworks. WebdriverIO supports three major frameworks, that is Cucumber, Mocha, and Jasmine. All these three frameworks have custom implementation over the original implementation. WebdriverIO has customized all these libraries so that the users can easily make changes and run based on what is their need. There are numerous ways in which WebdriverIO can be extended. A few to quote on that is, it helps us with 15 different reporting options. You can choose one among that and integrate it into your framework. Also, you are given a flexibility to create your own reporting structure as well. You can monitor your network logs, create mocks for your APIs so that the API kind of responds the way you want. In addition to that, there is Google Lighthouse integration, which helps us measure the performance of the web page. And the integration into cloud providers like Sauce Labs Browser Stack is so seamless that is very easy for anyone to get started with. In addition to all of this, Docker is also supported with WebdriverIO. You can create your own grid and node model with the images provided by Docker Selenium, or you can create your own image. All this is possible with WebdriverIO. Let's take a look at what are all the documentation that is available for WebdriverIO. So this is going to be the new site for WebdriverIO. You can access it by just entering webdriver.io. For now it's in a different URL, but it will be changed very soon. So once you click on get started, you will be directed to this page where you have all the details about how you can start with the WebdriverIO. Then there is the boilerplate where you have reference to different repositories. You can go to this particular repository and clone those repository to get started right away. And again, you can see that there are different set of documentations available for different concepts. Also, there is a help available for how you can configure Babel, TypeScript, and also different options that is available. So this is the list of options that you can use inside the configuration file. So each section has been given a detailed explanation and also how you can use it with an example. So there are again a few more guides that you can use. So now let's take a look at how we can use reporters. So there are, as I said, 15 different reporters that is available. You can use any of those reporter, for example, Allure report. All you have to do is just follow the steps present here for installation, and it will take care of itself for giving the report. And also the next thing is the service. So as you can see, there are easy integration into multiple different services. So all these services can be integrated with WebdriverIO for different purposes. So this is a constantly expanding section. So keep a watch on this for all the latest changes that you want to see with WebdriverIO. I hope you got a fair idea of what is WebdriverIO by now. So in this video series, I'm planning to cover all these topics. So if you are interested in learning WebdriverIO, waste no time in hitting the subscribe button and welcome on board.